I'm hearing too much these days about unexpected loss. Definitely at that season where my peers are losing parents, losing partners, just losing loved ones and friends. And in many cases, at a much younger age than we would have expected. And obviously, we've been seeing it in the news. There have been several celebrities these last couple of weeks that have passed after long illnesses at young ages, early 50s, late 50s, etc. We know, I don't have to tell you that time is not promised to us. Days, moments, it's not promised. And I promise this video is not going to be depressing, even though it's starting this way. If you're new here, my name is Amy Palmer. I am your Gen X big sister. I am on the elder side of Gen X. And lately, I've been talking a lot about pretirement, which is a phrase I've coined. It means like the last 10, 15 years before retirement, different than early retirement, which I will talk about. It's pretirement. And the reason why it's pre is because we're still earning income. We still need to earn a living, but we no longer want to live life on autopilot. We no longer want to spend time earning money in a way that's making us miserable or feels out of alignment or is burning us out or is just destroying our nervous system. We don't want any of that. So that's what I've been talking about. I've been posting several videos about it. So if this is your first time here, I absolutely suggest I'll link to some previous ones that you can look at as well. But for the purposes of not being promised time, the reason why I wanted to bring that up today was I'm still hearing and seeing so many instances of women, hard working, reliable, dependable, nurturing, caregiving, capable, strong women who absolutely believe that they cannot stop right now, that they have X number of years left of doing this, and then they can slow down. Then they can let go of things. Then they can take a break. Then they can take a rest. Then they can prioritize themselves to heal. And my worry with this is there's no promise that's going to happen. I mean, if you, it's not 1 + 2 = 3 with this. It's not, well, I'm going to keep going. I know, I'm exhausted. I'm burnt out. I'm depressed. There's no joy. My family doesn't understand. They still need me. My parents need me. Everybody needs me. I need to keep earning. I don't have enough money to retire. I need to put more into my 401k. I need to save up more money. Then I can take a break. It There's no guarantee. It's like I said, it's not 1 + 2 = 3, meaning just because you do those things doesn't mean that the then you could take a break ever happens or ever gets here. Yeah. I've also heard, well, it's like it's short-term sacrifice for long-term gain. Okay, but for many of you, it's been long-term sacrifice for a possible long-term gain. And I would even suggest that the gain might not be all that long-term. You might reap the benefits of all your decades of hard work and all your decades of sacrifice and all your decades of burnout. You may reap the benefits of that for a tiny little short time. So all that to say, we need to figure out a way to get you a break. We need to figure it out. this is one of the many reasons I've been sharing all my reasons why I've been putting together this live event for Saturday. It's called Permission to Pause: How to Design Your Pretirement. And we're going to work together in a small, intimate group. I'm really excited about the women that are coming together so far. We are going to figure out how, if you need a break, how do we figure out how to get you a break? Some sort of break, some sort of rest, some sort of reset. How do we make that happen? And what kind of life can you design for yourself for now until you are able to back down, slow down, take your retirement, live off your investments, whatever it is that you're going to do? We're going to work on that plan together on Saturday. If this speaks to you in any way, you can check it out at permissiontopause.today. That's permission, the number 2, pause.today. In the meantime, I want you to give some thought. Let's turn it up on its head. Let's just assume I'm right. Just for a second. Just give me the benefit of the doubt that I'm right. And not only do you deserve to take a break of some sort, but that you need to do it, and you need to do it sooner rather than later. If that's been your direction, I'm giving you that direction. What will it take to get there? What do we need to do to make that happen on some level, on some scale? Who can help? What needs to be arranged? How do we make it? How do we make it happen? I think this is important because if we're gonna set up a beautiful, fulfilling, joy-filled pretirement, and we don't know these days what retirement's gonna look like. We don't know the future of our economy, the future of the world, of our country. We don't know what's gonna happen with whatever savings or whatever we do have set up. It's important to be intentional about it now and to approach it from a place of, I want my joy now, not later. Okay? I want peace now, not later. I want freedom now, not later, because later may not get here. And I mentioned earlier the difference between early retirement and pretirement. So I've been following different Gen X women here on YouTube because there's a lot of commonalities that we have, a lot of messages that we're sharing. And there are a few that I follow that talk about early retirement and how they're making the most of that, which is wonderful. Wonderful. The difference with early retirement is like you're letting go of most of primary ways of generating an income, and you are leaning on investments and maybe some side gigs or whatever. Pretirement is, we're not financially ready to do that yet. We don't have enough of that foundation in place financially. We are going to need to continue to make a living and continue to support ourselves and bring in money to cover our living expenses and save up a little bit of both. So pretirement is, how do you bring the joy, the peace, and the freedom of an early retirement without completely letting go of earning a living and generating income? It is possible. I've been doing it for 4 years, and I know I'm gonna be continuing to do it for at least the next 10 to 15 years, and so those are the types of things that I like to talk about and I like to share. I'd love to hear from you. I know many of you have been taking steps with your retirement. So many of you have amazing plans in place and are not only like building a wonderful pretirement, but while you're doing that, you are putting aside money in case we do make it till later, in case we do live that long, in case tomorrow does come, having that there as well. I guess what I'm saying is just like, don't put all your money on that. What I'm saying is like, don't bet on the fact, and don't give up everything now in the hope, wish, and dream that you'll be able to enjoy it more way down the road. Let's be a little bit more moderate about it. and not give up the joy, and making sure that our current reality is infused with joy and happiness and fulfillment and impact. As always, I would love to hear your comments. My name is Amy Palmer. Please like, subscribe to this channel. Check out my event for Saturday, permission to pause today. I am your GenX Big Sister, signing out.